When inspection data is scattered across cameras, software, and folders, turning thermal images into actionable insights or meaningful reports is at best time-consuming, and at worst, impossible. FLIR Ignite Pro is built to solve that. FLIR thermal cameras make inspection simple, fast, and precise, but that only solves half the problem. Once you walk back into the office, meetings, emails, and other priorities take over, and inspection data gets pushed aside. This doesn't just cause inefficiency, it risks missed issues, costly repairs, and unplanned downtime. FLIR Ignite Pro fixes all that. It brings thermal data into one place, streamlines analysis, and makes reporting faster and more consistent. To show us how it works in practice is Jason Cargill, FLIR's technical sales specialist.
FLIR Ignite Pro is a secure, cloud-based software solution that FLIR has created to be used with FLIR-compatible FLIR cameras, of which most of the camera range now that we have is compatible with FLIR Ignite. So FLIR Ignite Pro is a software which allows you to save thermal images. So it essentially becomes kind of a cloud-based software backup. So your camera can be set to automatically send images to your cloud account, or you can manually send those images. But the software also has the ability to analyze and edit, which can then be put into a report, which is also created on the software. So what we've got here now is we've got your FLIR Ignite desktop, and we have the folders which I've got within my account. But what I want to do now is to create a new folder. So we go up here to new folder, really simple. Create the folder name. I'll call it Pass 2 Demo. So I've now created the folder. So what I'm going to do now is refresh the screen. And there's Pass 2 Demo, which I've just created. And I've now got a new folder to work with. Now I can either upload images from a file, or I can download images from the cloud to work with. So in the new folder, we're going to upload an image from a file. I'll just select an image that I've already got saved. So I've showed the upload from the PC file. So this is an image I've drawn from my PC. Now I'm going to show an image that I'm just going to take live now, and we're going to import this image automatically into FLIR Ignite. So I have a hand warmer here. Go to the camera setting, record the image. So the image is now being saved. I then access FLIR Ignite and I select upload, and I select the image that I've just captured. So it's uploading the file, and I'll do a refresh on here. And that image has now appeared in your desktop. Okay, so we've captured the image. Now we want to edit the image. And again, this is something people forget about or even don't know about FLIR Ignite. It's an editing system as well for thermal images. It's not just a place to store. So what I'm going to do now is to show you how to edit the image I've just captured. Okay, so what we're going to do now is click on Edit on the image. And this now gives you a number of tools to use in this toolbar here. So you have a selection of different tools. You have spot marker, you have the box which is already on the image. You have what's called an ellipse tool, which is more of an oval that you can change the shape of and the size of. There's a line on there as well. There's a number of different measurement tools that you can use. You can also create deltas. So if you wanted to get the temperature differential between 2 points, you can also do that on the software. So what we'll go back to is, I'll put in a spot marker here, and I'll put in a spot marker here. I'll then go to the delta tool and add that delta in. So what the software has done now is to calculate the delta, or the temperature differential between those two spot markers, is 21.9 degrees. That's just an example of a couple of the editing features available within FLIR Ignite. So the advantage of having these editing features gives you control over the type of image that you're going to be able to produce. So for example, I can change the color palette on this image really easily. So for example, if I go across to this icon, I can now change this to what we call rainbow high contrast palette. That palette's particularly useful when you've got areas of low contrast. So it's used a lot within buildings, for example, but really easy to change. And all these changes can be made after it's been captured. So this is just an overview of FLIR Ignite. If you're interested in knowing more about the functionality and what it can do, and it can do a lot more than I've got the time to tell you now, please enter the words Ignite tutorial in the comments below. And if we get enough responses, we'll look at putting a new video together, which will be more of a deep dive tutorial about FLIR Ignite and what it can do for you. And trust me, it can do a lot more than I've showed you today. So FLIR Ignite is available in two versions. You've got the Ignite Starter, which is free. So there's no cost initially to set up to try FLIR Ignite. It does limit you a little bit in regards to what you can use tools-wise, but ultimately you get 1 gigabyte of data. FLIR Ignite Starter only allows you to create 3 reports per month in PDF, and the ability to essentially try FLIR Ignite out for free. We then move to the FLIR Ignite Pro version, and the Pro version is available in 3 different capacities. So you have 10 gigabyte, 100 gigabyte, and 1 terabyte. And the Pro version is limitless in regards to numbers of reports that you can create, but it's also a very collaborative tool. So if you have multiple team members, you can be connected through the FLIR Ignite software as a team, and you can also use it for transferring data files. So it's not just thermal imaging, it could be files related to other parts of your business. So what FLIR Ignite Pro allows you to do is to use a comparison tool. So if I just show you on here now, if I'll open up the comparison tool, and what it's given me the option of is I can now add another image next to it. So I'll go to add image, I'll find a folder, and I'll put that image onto my toolbar here. I then drag the image up here, and it now gives me these 2 images to work with. And what we can do is we can choose to apply either the same or different tools to the new image, so we've got everything the same. And we go to transfer, and then that now gives the data on 2 different images. So that's a way of speeding up your analysis. So for anyone watching who's already got a FLIR camera which is compatible, but you didn't know it was compatible, it's worth checking on the menu system. You'll have an option for FLIR Ignite. If you've already got a FLIR camera which is compatible, you can use FLIR Ignite Starter version now at no cost. Go to the web browser, search for FLIR Ignite software. It'll take you to a landing page. All you need to do is create an account, and you'll be up and running when you pay your camera. So we're now going to create a simple report. So we click on these ellipses here, create report. So we've now got a choice of a very simple 1-page template, a 3-page template which has some additional text, and then we've got a detailed 6-page report. Now you can choose which one that you want, and also here it gives you a number of options in what you want the report to look like. So if I go for a side-by-side image here, create a report. So very quickly, you saw how fast that was. We now have a simple report of the hand warmer in the digital image and the thermal image. We have the box temperature in here, and then we have the emissivity. If I wanted a more detailed report, I just choose a different template. So this is showing you another type of report, which is a slightly more detailed one. This is a 3-page report now. So you have a title page where you can import a logo. Then we have the details of the thermal image in both visual and thermal of the 2 images which are selected in that folder. So that shows you how simple and quick it is to create reports on FLIR Ignite. Again, if you're interested in more detail, then please comment Ignite tutorial in the comment box below, and we will look at putting together a video which is more of a deep dive. So where you're going to get the value from FLIR Ignite is the collaborative element. So if you're in a team and you have a supervisor or manager that has to approve work, for example, or needs to be informed about something urgent quickly, the fact that you can upload an image immediately from your device to your account, that account can then be accessed by someone else in another country, for example. So that is where you get the value from this software. The communication, the collaboration, the ability to share information, to be able to work on things together, even though you may be in separate places. Also, you've got the ability to create really simple reports very quickly or really detailed reports very quickly. So the advantage there is if you're, for example, producing a report for a customer and that's your product, you can create a really professional report using FLIR Ignite software. Ultimately, this is a way of saving your time as well, because time, as we know, is money. So if you're interested in looking further into the FLIR software and the FLIR cameras, please contact our friends at passontester.co.uk. They got very knowledgeable people available who can discuss what cameras are compatible and how they can help you.
Thank you, Jason.
You're welcome, Jess.
That was very helpful. If you'd like more information on how Ignite Pro could streamline your workflow, there's a link in the description to contact our team. If you found this useful, please do like and subscribe, as that way all future episodes will come straight to you, so you'll never miss an important development. Okay, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.